Welcome back to Derriere's. Sunday morning, I'm out having coffee in the garden. Had to come out here to check and see how my little purple tomatillos are doing. I planted them in that arrow garden, and I put them out here the other day, and they were like this tall. So it's rained, and I got to come out here and check on them and see how they're doing. I can't wait to see how much they've gotten bigger just because of the rain. I know it'll make such a big difference. So let's see. Okay, there you go. I know it looks like they're not very big, but they are. They're way bigger than they were. Way bigger. I mean, they were so little you could barely see them. So let me see where I can find that one. There's one that got knocked over. No, I guess it's just kind of down in there real good. This one's good. This one's good. They're growing fast, so I did good getting them out here in the rain. That's for sure. For sure. And that one back there is doing really good. So that's my purple ones. I had to get them out here because they got to catch up to the green ones. I can't wait to have purple salsa this fall. It's going to be so cool. Here's the green ones. They're like super duper good. I'll put my coffee down. There we go. They're doing great. They've grown so much. This one got knocked over, looks like. Something got in here last night. The gate was left open, so I'm gonna have to fix this little beauty. Thank God it's not broken off, though. I mean, so I'm gonna have to wire that up. Actually, I got some rope down here at the bottom. I'll just slide it up. Try to get it over these next two humps of leaves on the stalk, and maybe that'll be okay. I have to stake it probably. I'm gonna have to stake it, I think. I think I'll stake it with this orange one over here. I stuck this down here the other day to try to get the cucumber to grow up, and it was barely big enough to reach. And this was yesterday before the storm. Now look at it. That's crazy, you guys. I'm telling you, that's what a storm or rain will do. Natural rain instead of just water. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of curl it up there like that for now, and then I will get this because it's supposed to storm here again in like about an hour. So I just want to make sure I got this beauty fixed where she's gonna stay. There we go. We'll have to cage her after the storm comes through today. We'll come out and cage some of the tomatoes and stuff, but the cucumber's doing great. This is the Acorn Squash. It's doing great. My zinnias are coming up, are doing great. The beans are doing great. I put some in the spots that are bare. I seeded again the other day, and so they're starting to peek through, I think. Those are doing great. Absolutely perfect. These are the peppers. They're doing awesome. And over here is the eggplant. They're doing super good. These are the two vining cucumbers. And they're a little slower than the others, but they're doing good still, nonetheless. And then here's all the hot peppers. Oh, and looky here, just like a couple days ago, I put in all these radishes, and they're popping through already. I wasn't sure if they would because we don't really get just sun right here. It's shaded because of the shed, the old little goat house. We call it the garden shed now because we just throw all our rakes and stuff in it, and shovels and crap. See, just throw it all in there. All right, well, the tomatoes are doing good. Let's look at those. I did plant some sunflowers in here in the corners. All the tomatoes are doing really good. Starting to really look good. That one's kind of coming down a little bit, falling down. We're going to get that caged up real good. Get this one caged up and put some sunflowers there in the corner too. That's my bee balm. The bee balm's doing really good. My Aunt Vivian always had bee balm in her garden, and I loved it when I go see her in Arizona. These are my yard-long beans. I put some more in there too because they were real sparse, so they're starting to come up a little bit. You can see it popping through, little ones here and there, but there are more over in this corner over here that haven't popped up yet, so I'm waiting on that. This tomato's looking great. I mean, really good. Let's see, we'll walk down through that way from over here. Woo. So, like I said, we have 11 tomatoes out here. Needs to be weeded again, looks like. And we'll get some mulch down maybe this next weekend. That one's really looking good. These need to be caged. They're getting big enough they need to have cages on them, so that's cool. I'm glad everything's doing good. I mean, this is a little garden that we just did extra because we got rid of the goats. So I'm happy about that. We'll take you on the other side and we'll look over there. Before I go, last week we spent time and I gotta fix that little brick, but we spent time and put all this wall brick that I had. This is stuff you would put like on your wall behind your fireplace or just on the wall, basically. It is total rock, but it's like I've had it for years in boxes. I got it like at Lowe's for, I think I got 4 boxes of it for $5 on clearance. The guy said, I said, take it for $5. He said, okay. So he gave it to me. But anyway, so I've had them for like 5 years and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna put them in the garden and make some borders. So that's what I did. And we just kind of bordered a little bit of everything with it just to jazz up this boring garden a little bit. All those little areas over there, you know. And then we had some landscape timbers. I just put them kind of triangularly around these guys on each side of this thing. I'll show you this one over here. You can't really see it, but yeah, you know, we just put them in there like that. And then I got this area already so that I could plant it, and I did. And then that, I mean, this is, I don't like to buy stuff, so I always try to use what I have. And then I had these landscape timbers around. I said, let's divide off the eggplant with the peppers and the beans, and then put one across the bottom where the tomatoes are. So we did that, and then we took these and stuck them around these tomatoes up here, just to kind of, you know, jazz it up in here and make it look a little better. I wanted kind of like a little country English kind of garden thing going, so that's what I did. But we'll go to the other side where I planted some stuff over there. You guys are probably gonna laugh at that. I just tried to set my coffee down and I spilled it. Now it's running all over the top of this roof. Okay, no judging here, you guys. Seriously, this is just the extra side. We put the smaller goats on, and it's just here. And so we thought we would do what we could with what we had. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna plant whatever in here. So that's what I did. And this side is just kind of like a total experiment to see if it even works. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. We'll do an update like in about a month or so, but I just kind of put stuff in here, stuff I've never grown before, and I wanted to just see how they went. So that's what I pretty much did on this side other than the squash. So here we go. I'll show you what I got. Okay, I have zucchini and yellow squash. Now, the zucchini started from this end and came this way. Now I had them all laying out together, like in a bunch here on the ground, and then I had a bunch of the yellow squash, the, what's it called, soft neck? Or I don't know, no, it's the soft one. It's not the crook neck. The crook neck's hard. Straight neck, maybe. Anyway, the one that's soft. The crook neck I don't really care for because it's too hard. But I did put yellow out. So I've had a bunch of yellow, but then I ended up getting sick. And I was out here and I just couldn't do it. I had to go in the house. So I let Kane finish the rest. So a storm was coming like in 10 minutes and he was like going as fast as he could go. So he got everything in, but he doesn't remember like what is what over here especially. So we do have some butternut squash. I think we have a couple acorns in the mix. And then I've planted a sunflower there. This is my rosemary that one of the goats got out and ate off. So we replanted it here. It's supposed to bring you luck to have rosemary by your garden gate. So I said, put it by the gate. Okay, so down here, because I don't know what I'm looking for, this seed even came up, so I'm gonna stick it back down there. It kind of popped up. This is walking stick kale, and I planted 12 of them. There's 3 there, 3 there. There are 3 in the middle here, and then 3 here. I put 5 rings around it because I have no idea what I'm looking for. So I'm just waiting to see what happens here. I have no idea. I think I put some yard-long beans against the wall here. Looks like one's coming up there. I just put them here so they could grow up on that and vine up. I don't know if those will come out or not. But anyway, I've never grown this walking stick kale. And it's supposed to get really high, kind of like a sunflower. So at least that's the picture they show on the package. So we'll see what happens. I love kale, and I've never had the walking stick. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to put it in. So I did. And then I had 2 packages of the Bantam sweet corn. And I never ate it. And they're only like 6-inch little ears. And I thought, I really don't care whether they come up or not. And again, another storm was coming. So I just stuck the pitchfork in here, made holes, bent the ground around underneath of it real quick so it'd be a little loose under there. And I popped corn in here 8 inches apart. So there's about 50 seed of corn in there, and we will see what happens there. I'm curious whether it'll come up at all. I mean, I have no idea. But hey, we do have volunteer corn there, so whatever. Okay, then over here, again with the canning jar rings, I planted some yard-long beans over here and some purple potted beans. So I think I only planted a couple of the yard-longs. So I got purple potted beans through here, and again I put the rings around them so I would know when they come up that's what they are. I grew them before, but it's been about 4 years. So I loved them. They were so beautiful. If you ever get a chance to get those seeds, get them. They were gorgeous. I'll try to put a picture in here of what they look like, because they are totally gorgeous. Okay, then I put some sunflowers here. I put sunflower there in the corner and this corner. And I think I put some on that, or no, this corner. I put it down. No, I didn't. I put it right this post here. That's where I put them. I put the Velvet Queen, the one that's real pretty, kind of rust color, rusty red, real rusty red, kind of crimson in there. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it's really pretty. And it doesn't get really super high. And then I put this dwarf, sunset dwarf or something like that, and it gets about 6 feet tall, so I put that in. On this side here, I put sunflowers here. I put sunflowers here. I think I put some yard-long beans in here, as a matter of fact, because I had the room for it, so I put them there. I put sunflowers over here. I put sunflowers by the gate over here. Come down here. Yeah, I put them by the gate right after that tomato plant. I put sunflowers there. I put them over there next to the bunny. And I put some in this corner here. So we'll have sunflowers there. Oh, and I think I put one right here. So we should have one coming up there. Because I thought, well, I'll put one there to shade the plants a little bit on the other side. Now, in this big patch here, I planted beets. They're not up yet. And on this side, you can see that little patch there, I planted okra. So I'm just waiting for those to come up. I love my beets and I love my okra. So if that's one thing I can get a bunch of, I'm all for it. So that's what we got out here. This is how things are growing. This is the extra garden. This is like the little hobby garden for me. So I'm really happy with it. I'm really super thrilled about my purple tomatillos. This is the first year I've ever grown purple tomatillos. I've grown the green before. I've made salsa with it. I totally loved it. And I thought, you know what? I always make the red salsa, but I want to make purple. I make the red, I make the green, the verde salsa. I make it with green tomatoes, and I also make it with the tomatillos, 2 different kinds. And then the purple, this fall I want to do the purple with, you know, red onions. Put some stuff in there that's really pretty, and I can't wait to do it. So I'm real excited about those. So I might even come out here and put a little gate or a little fence type thing around it to help protect it a little bit more, just in case a rabbit gets in here or something. I would just die if a rabbit came in here and ate all these up. So I've got 8 of them going, and I hope they make it. Let's pray they do. Anyway, so I'll show you something else. Over here is my little bunny. He kind of got turned toward the door a little bit more than I want because he fell over, but we had a storm last night. I don't know whether something got in here. The gate was open, so it was left open though. That's my fault. And Kane set him up, but I'm gonna turn him a little bit more this way. But that's my little bunny I've had forever. I call him Clifford. That's his name, after my uncle. And then this is my little angel I've had since my girls were little, and she's got a little broken wing there. but that's what makes her special. And I've had her for probably 30 years, so I love her. She's my absolute favorite. So I put her in the garden for luck and to watch over all my plants and hope that we become prosperous out here. So I'm really grateful that everything's growing really well out here. I was afraid that things might get burned up because of all the, you know, waste from the goats, but it's not hot. That waste isn't, so we were hoping that it would be okay. I didn't know if I got to show you that, but yeah, I did. Those yard-long beans, I love those too. Those are really good, but I did put some spotted ones in there. I put 2 different kinds in there because I wanted to see what they were like. One's really good for stir frying, so I just can't wait to taste those either, and I'll show you when those get ripe. But hey, I mean, if they make it that long, I hope something doesn't eat those off either. And I'm not like real crazy about them. I'm not gonna like can them. I think you can the one kind, but not the ones for stir fry. But I thought, you know, it's a different bean. I would like to taste it, see if I like it. And then if I do like it, I can grow a bunch of it next year. This is, like I said, a little trial garden. This is my little experiment and hobby garden. So, and then we put the bee box there. And if something shows up in there, great. If they don't, that's fine. But we had an extra bee box, so that's what we did there. I did want to paint this, and we do have paint for it. But it just keeps raining all the time, and everything's so wet. So at least the plants are small enough that when I decide I want to paint it on this side, and the other side is like the radishes, like I said, it shouldn't be a big deal. I can probably get most of it done except for the back. So that's cool. I can't wait for that. We picked out a color that's kind of a greenish tone. We'll see how it goes. It's kind of like close to the shed over here, but not exact because we couldn't get the exact one. And Walmart didn't have paint anymore. That's where we usually get our stuff, but they are having such a hard time getting paint in since COVID that we gave up on that when we went to Lowe's. But this pepper over here, I did want to say this pepper right here, that's that strange one that I don't even remember what it's called. Something BOA at the last word, or I don't know. Anyway, it's taller than all the other ones. It's greener than all the other ones, although this is catching up, and that's a Scotch bonnet. But I can't wait to see what it tastes like. I want to make some hot sauce with it. Looks like I already have some cayennes going, you guys. I'm excited. Look at them. You can see they're green right there. There's a couple of them going. There's one on that one too. I don't know if you can see it, but there's one right there. So I'm excited about that. Finally, things are growing. This is terrific. I'm so happy. Like I said, this is just an experiment garden. I'm trying out different things that I've never grown before, like that Bantam corn, the walking stick, the purple tomatillos, the different kinds of the yard-long beans. I tried a different kind of radish that I'm not used to. The eggplant, I usually grow like Casper and these other, I can't remember what they're called, but they're really like a lavender color. And I just grew the regular old purple, I think they're called Black Beauties. I think that's what they're called, the popular one. So I did want to make sure I got some in the freezer this year and for my stores, you know. So I'd like to have like maybe 10 packages of some sliced like lasagna, you know, strips, so that I could make eggplant parmesan. So I wanted to make sure I got that done. And I don't know, I'm just trying different things. So, I mean, it's part of my learning experience. I love to garden and I like to learn things as I go. We already have the other garden. This is my little play place, I guess. So, and it makes me happy to come out here and try to zhuzh it up and make it pretty. So I hope your things are growing really well. I hope you're having progress, and get outside, get in the sun, do something. Even if you can do it. I worked in the rain the other day. I worked in the rain for probably, I don't know, 45 minutes before I came in, and it actually felt really good because it was so hot before that and it cooled off quite a bit. And by the time I came in, I was like refreshed already. So all right, guys, I don't think it's fair to tell you what I'm growing without showing you. So this is what I'm going to show you. Got some stuff here. This is the Velvet Queen, like I was saying. Is it close enough, Kane? Okay, that's the Velvet Queen. The other one was a Sunspot Dwarf, which I can't find the package. I think I emptied it out. I did find this package though. I'm gonna plant these probably in the rain. It's starting to rain. So I'm trying to hurry this up so I can just show you these packages. That's what I've got. I'm gonna put in today. The eggplants I usually have are this Rosa Blanca, the Casper. I gotta order more of these. What's this one called? Malaysian Dark Red. Because I like to try the different flavors of it. And then this is what I ended up just putting in this year because I knew that it's like the regular one that everybody does and it usually does pretty well. So I wanted to make sure I had plenty because, you know, the times. What can I say? Okay, now the corn or the beans that I did. This is called a yard-long bean. I'm trying to put my package back together. I always bend them over. That's a yard-long bean, okay? That's what I planted. And then beside that, these long beans, Thai soldiers. I planted some of those in that spot where the yard-long beans didn't come up as much. I threw in some of these just to switch it up. And these are the ones that you stir fry, I believe. But anyway, I thought it'd be nice to have two different kinds and see which ones I like better. So next year I know what I want to, you know, put in just one kind. I know which one. So that's that. This is the walking stick kale. See, it gets really high. So I'm hoping that that'll give me more for my bang for my buck, whatever, with one seed, you know, growing upwardly like that. So that's what I was hoping for that. This is my tomatillos, okay, the purple ones. I'm really praying that these turn out well. So, you know, my little bunny and my angel out there are watching over those. These are the purple potted beans, which I really love those. They were really pretty. Even their blossoms were pretty. So just in case you want to know what those look like, that's what they look like. I do have a picture of them on a plate. I think I inserted that in the video as well, but that's what that is all about. And I did throw these in at the one spot over there on the side next to the cucumbers on the far side, where I thought I put some more of those yard-long beans. I actually put these. So I thought, yeah, we'll see if they turn out good and what happens. I'll have a little bit of something pretty to put on the door this fall. So anyway, it's starting to really rain and we need to get out of here so we don't ruin our phone because that's what we're using today. Guys, our peach tree is doing great. Let me show you the peaches on them. This is the first year it's ever bared its fruit. And they're loaded. Loaded. I love it. I'll show you how big they are. Not too awful big, but they're getting there. Anyway, I had to put my shepherd's hooks on there to give them some support because they're really hanging down. I put one on this side too. Can't see it because it's kind of black. But anyway, if you guys have any tips, tricks, anything about growing peaches, let me know. This is my first year growing them and I don't know anything really. So I just don't want them to get eaten up. The tree's so full that I feel like I just don't want them to get eaten up. They're so pretty. I want to be able to get as much as I can off of these to can, so and maybe put some in the freezer for pies. Love it. Anyway, if you got anything that you can help me out with, any tips and tricks, knowledge, give it to me. I love knowledge. I think that's it for the day. I'm going to try to wrap this up. So I just wanted to know though, if there's anything new that you're growing this year that you've never grown before, that you're trying to learning, you know, getting a learning curve on that action, let me know. I'm really curious what everybody's growing. So let me know. And I'm going to check into some of the stuff you guys are doing. And maybe it'll spark some interest in me. And I might try to grow some of that too next year, or maybe even this year if I have time. Who knows? But anyway, put the comments below. Let me know what it is you're trying your best at this year, or what your crop is that you care about the most. You know, what's your favorite vegetable to grow, something like that. Put it down below so I know. I really want to get an idea what everybody likes and where you're from, so I know what part of the nation or the world you're growing it in. You guys take care. Have a great week. I was going to do a video about jams today. We got mulberries that are so ready, it's crazy, but it keeps raining and I heard you're not ever supposed to can jam when it rains. So tomorrow, hopefully it won't rain. I can go out here and shake that tree really good and get my mulberries. So we'll see. We can only pray, right? But I'm loving the rain because it makes the stuff in the garden grow so much better. Better than watering it from the hose. All right, you guys. Take care. Have a blessed week. Bye-bye.